Hi, welcome to Books with Lexi, and welcome to the start of a book event vlog. So in this video, I am going to two different book events, and I figured I would take you along with me. These are both happening in June, and I figured I wouldn't have enough footage to fit both of them into separate videos, so I wanted to put them together. I'm very excited for both of these events. The first one is with Darcy Coates, and I don't remember who the other person is. I think it's a YA thriller author, but obviously I'm going to see Darcy Coates. And then the second one is Riley Sager and Ruth Ware. So it's the middle of June. I am getting ready to leave my house to drive to Monica's, which is about 2 hours away. I thought it was only an hour, but it's fine, whatever. And then we are driving 3 hours to go see Darcy Coates. The event's at 7 tonight. So 2 hours probably. Then we have to drive 3 hours back, and then tomorrow morning I'm driving home. So it's gonna be exhausting, but it'll be a good time. Darcy Coates is Australian, so I figured since I'm within driving distance and could make it work, I should, because I don't know the next time she's going to be doing a tour. But I'm very excited for both of these events, and I'm really glad that I can bring you along with me. We are here to see Darcy Coates, but more importantly, it's time to pee.
Does cozy horror exist? Is it a bit like authors just being a little bit fancy when they call that item cozy horror? Yeah, the Gravekeeper series for me, I approached it. I'd come out of writing a fairly dark book when I approached it, and when I was saying earlier that I love every angle of horror, that's kind of my feeling. I love the decapitated heads on trees. That's spoiling Dead of Winter there. I'm so sorry, spoiler alert. And I love the lighter stuff. The girl in the groundskeeper cottage with her cat and with her best friends, and essentially Gravekeeper is a little bit of a mash between horror and also cozy mystery.
What's the thing you're watching right now? What's the thing you're reading right now? Go.
I have a hot tip for all of you horror fans. There's this little known guy, his name is Stephen King, I believe. Big fan of his. He's great, he's gonna be huge. Other than that, I'm watching Yellow Jackets, or I finished Yellow Jackets, and it's the best thing that's ever happened, just end stop, like my family included. And The Last of Us are two of the things most recently that I'm just like about. So yes, I am still a horror fan.
Absolutely, yeah. For me, there's a couple of directors that are just like auto watches for me. Shyamalan is one. Like, his horror movies were like my teenage years. Anything he puts out, I love. He has not made a bad movie, in my opinion. I haven't watched Yellow Jackets, but I have it on my list. It's my reward. This is kind of how I set things up. I find things I want to watch or read, and I say, okay, once you meet the next deadline, you can watch that. I'm watching it when I get home. Yellow Jackets is mine.
Yeah. That's funny that you say that. So because Darcy said this, I'm Darcy's publicist, I'm Amy. Hi guys. I asked one time a long time ago, and it was when my jaw hit the floor, so I want you to have the same experience. Darcy, how many books do you typically read a year? Answer that.
Averaging 3.
Okay, 3. That's a lot of books. I'm just saying. How much time do you take in between books and what do you do?
I do not take time off between books. I finish one, I close that document, and I open the document for the next one. Okay, so yeah, writing
I
is
can't think about what to have for dinner. Okay, you have like regular everyday tasks, and this wonderful lady has multiple stories in her brain.
No, you have to understand, I have my document of stories I must write, and the problem is it's getting longer faster than I can get through it. And like all these stories, they are good stories. Oh my gosh, I want to write them. And it's like, there's not enough time. I need to clone myself. I need to figure out a way to get them done, or tell my brain to stop making new ideas until I get through the ones I have, because
I'm sure you can hear my car, so sorry, but I don't know why I did this thing. I have my books to get signed. I can take 2 from Ruth, Ware, and Riley Sager, so I am taking Lock Every Door and Home Before Dark, obviously, and then for Ruth Ware, I'm taking One by One and The Death of Mrs. Westaway, because those are my 2 favorites, and you can fight me about it. It's fine. Okay, it's really hot. It's about to rain, so this is gonna be a long drive, but I am excited for this event, like very excited. I made it to the event and it is an hour and a half early. The doors open an hour early. There are people waiting outside already. The store is closed for like setting up chairs and stuff. This is nuts. Oh my gosh. Like I'm struggling to find parking. I struggled to find parking. Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna go wait in line.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Midtown Scholar Bookstore. My name is Alex. I'm the program director here at the Scholar. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're happy you're here. We hope you enjoy tonight's program with not one, but 2 #1 New York Times bestselling authors, Riley Sager and Ruth Ware. Here is the New York Times bestselling author of 7 novels, most recently The Only One Left and The House Across the Lake. A native of Pennsylvania, he now lives in Princeton, New Jersey. Ruth Ware worked as a waitress, a bookseller, a teacher of English as a foreign language, and a press officer before settling down as a full-time writer. She now lives with her family in Sussex on the south coast of England. She's a #1 New York Times and Globe and Mail bestselling author of In a Dark, Dark Wood, The Woman in Cabin 10, The Lion Game, The Death of Mrs. Westaway, The Turn of the Key, One by One, The It Girl, and 0 Days. Of course, we're here this evening for their new thriller, The Only One Left in 0 Days. Megan Abbott writes about Riley's newest book saying, quote, Sager's spellbinding The Only One Left captures you in its snares from its first tantalizing pages. A gothic house of horrors, it carries you along effortlessly before delivering a symphony of twists so shocking it took my breath away, end quote. And David Baldacci writes that Ruth's latest is, quote, a rocket ride that will satisfy the biggest thriller addicts out there, end quote. We're delighted and honored to welcome Ruth Ware and Riley Sager to Harrisburg. So without further ado, please join me in giving them a warm round of applause.
Why don't you do the selfie first? Just everyone, like, everyone squeeze together. Yes, they're always feed the Instagram, feed it. So hi.
Oh my goodness, it's so lovely to be here on this very warm evening.
Very warm day, and welcome to Pennsylvania.
Where are they? Over there. They're over there. Hi, I was going to do a nice setup final update for you, but Winston is cuddling with me and I was not about to move him. And I needed to get this filmed, so it is what it is. So, in June, I saw Darcy Coates, Danielle Valentine, Ruth Ware, and Riley Sager. These were both absolutely incredible events. Everyone was so funny. Like, is that a requirement of being an author? I got 12 signed books this month. I have 3 from Riley Sager, 3 from Ruth Ware, and then 5 from Darcy Coates. I am interested to read from Danielle Valentine in the future, but as of right now, she only has YA thrillers out, I believe. She does have an adult horror book coming out this year. I don't know if it's one I'm going to be reading because of the subject matter. Like, I don't know if I can handle that, but I do want to read from her in the future. She was so funny. I don't really have much else to update you on. So the Darcy Coates event, I ended up driving a total of 10 hours to get to and from. Well, Monica drove from her house to New Jersey, but I was in the car. And then I went to the event yesterday for Riley Sager and Ruth Ware, and I drove 2 hours to get there and then an hour and a half to get back. I am going to another event in August at the same bookstore with Katrina Ward and Lisa Jewell. I'm so excited. Like, I don't know how to function. So I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these events, seeing my trip to get there and back, my signed books. If you have any questions about anything, I don't know what you would have questions about, but let me know. I would love to know if you've gone to any author events and who you saw, or if you have any lined up that you're going to soon. I think they're so much fun. They make me want to write a book even though I have no ideas and no skills. And I always love hanging out with my book friends that I get to see during these events. If you're looking to find me in other places on the internet, everything is linked in the description, including my Bookstagram, my Storygraph, and my Patreon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!